Why, hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Hello. How are we today? How we doing? How's it going? How feeling? How sleep? How eat? How's it going, y'all? Hi, Gavu. Hi, Pavin. Just popping in on my way to bed, but had to wave hello and offer you good wishes from the future. Thank you so much, Pavin. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest. Get some sleepies. Get some sleepies for all of us. Cause I don't know about everybody else, but I am sleep deprived. I am sleep deprived. So you know what? You got it covered for the rest of us. Thank you for the posture check. Yo, my back like hurts so bad. I don't know why. I was like literally just sitting here thinking about it. I was like, oh my god, it's killing me. It's killing me. And for what? I'm sick and took some Smeeby medications. What the fuck is Smeeby? But I hope your medicine helps you feel better, Pavin. I feel like everybody's getting sick again. My bestie is sick. What is going on? I hope you feel better soon. A sleepy. Okay. That makes more sense. Well, get some good rest, make sure to stay hydrated, and I hope your medicine kicks in soon. Probably leaning over too much while playing Epic 7. You know what? I have been going pretty light on the Epic 7 lately. Okay? Like, I do my dailies. Man flu. Oof. That don't sound good. That just sounds, insufferable, really. The deadliest thing to get. You'll make it, Pavin. You'll make it. You're the Pope. You'll be fine. Hang in there. But no, I really haven't been playing Epic 7 like too much. I've just been doing my daily stuff. I currently am reading a bunch of webtoons. I started a new one, especially, and I am so freaking obsessed, you guys. I cannot take it. Okay, it's called Semantic Error. It's on Manta, and it is so friggin' good. Oh my god, I cannot wait. But like after stream, I have to take a shower because I didn't have time to take it before stream because I was cooking my dinner from my meal kit. So I'm gonna have to finish stream, take a shower, dry my hair, and then try to have time to read at least a couple chapters of this webtoon to peacefully end my day. Okay? So yeah, anyway, I've been pretty light on the on the Epic 7 lately. What's the plot of this boy love story? Okay, well let me tell you something. Good night, Pavin. I am Dinky. Dinky. But okay, so let me tell you. So, it's about these two boys, these college boys, okay? And so what happened was the first one, his name is Sangwoo. He was in a group project with the second one, whose name is Jaeyoung, okay? All right, you following me? So they were in a group project with some other people. Well, all of the people did not like help participate in the project. It was like a presentation, and Sangwoo did it all by himself. So he was like, fuck these guys, I'm only gonna put my name on the presentation, you know? Because Jaeyoung, he was just skipping the class all the time. So anyway, so he was like, fuck these people, I'm just gonna put my name on there. Well, then because of that, Jaeyoung doesn't get to graduate because like he needed the 2 credits from the class. So he's like pissed, you know? So then he starts kind of like, kind of bullying like the other guy. Bullying sounds really strong, but like, you know, he's kind of fucking with him. He's getting his revenge because he didn't get to graduate. And you know, what do you know? The two boys be spending time together. They be getting kind of close. They got that banter. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm obsessed. But that's basically what it's about. It's great. But yeah, what else is going on? Y'all, my soul left my body whenever I got home because, okay, so here's what happened. Part 2 or round 2. I got home and I was like, oh my God, I forgot to like check the mail the past few days, you know, because Mama and Pama are here. So, cause usually they like grab it. And so I was like, oh shit, I forgot to check it. So I better check. So I open the mailbox, and the second I open the motherfucking mailbox, a freaking giant hornet flies out right at my face, and then it starts like circling me threateningly, okay? And I was like, there was nobody outside in my neighborhood, but I just imagined someone like catching a glimpse from their window of me like flailing about because this freaking hornet is terrorizing me. But then it eventually like flew away. It did not sting. We were all good. But then, so I had to get the mail out. The freaking mailbox was like full, you know, because I forgot to check it. So I had a lot of shit in there. So I'm trying to like extract the mail, and then do you know what I see? There is a motherfucking tiny little hornet's nest in the mailbox. I was like, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. So I took one of the like envelopes and kind of like and like knocked it off and then brushed it out of the mailbox. But like, oh my God, it's only been a couple days since I checked the mail. So like, how the hell did it make a freaking nest in there so quick? How fast do they make their thingies? Okay? Because like, oh my God. But anyway, now I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it because what if it goes back and tries to rebuild it? You know? What if? And maybe I won't be so fortunate next time. It scared the ever-living crap out of me. It's just like the butterfly scene from SpongeBob, but it's been in a wasp. It truly, that's exactly what it was like. It was freaking terrifying. Like, I'm sorry, but whenever I open a mailbox, the first thing I don't expect is for a freaking hornet to fly right out of it at my face, you know? I don't expect that. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy for not expecting that, but you know, that's what it was. So that happened, and then I went inside and I made my dinner, and it was really delicious, and now we're here. So that was my day. Pretty good day. It was pretty good. Hi, Ulti. How are you doing? If you place a crumpled piece of brown paper and place it in the spot of the wasp nest, then the wasp will think it's already a nest and back away since they're territorial. I see. But what if it was like hanging on the top in the middle? How do am I supposed to, or if it's just anywhere, it doesn't does it have to be in the same place? Or just like anywhere in there? But I will do that. I will do that because fuck that shit. Fuck that shit to hell. Absolutely fucking not. Would not like to experience again. Thanks, but no thanks. Definitely added a little excitement to my day, though, I must say. But anyway, all that said, it was a pretty good day. It went by pretty fast. It was pretty chill, but like busy enough that I didn't get bored. And yeah, it was a good day. So we're going to continue our good day and violently sob at this game because it is overwhelming me with its utter cuteness. So let's do it. Let's go. Now I think we have two. Yeah, we have two left. I'm thinking we do drive and then charity because charity has the bubbles, and the bubbles to me say car wash, and I just feel like that is going to be the superior scenario. So I think we do drive, and then assuming that drive is going to take us the whole stream basically, we will do charity next week. Okay, that's the plan, I think. That's the plan. I think these two are definitely going to be the best ones. Though the other ones were already freaking cute, but you know. Drive is just Truck Sim White AO. Well, it just makes me more excited for it. All right, let's go. Oh, but you know what? Before we start, I was like doing some stuff on my Twitch earlier, and I saw the thumbnail for last week's stream. Was it last week? Or maybe it was the one before. I don't know. One of the streams of this game, and y'all remember when we put Miss Bing on the the chat bubble? I want to put her there again because it's just so cute. It's just so cute. The real question is, do we do the same one? We could do a glare bong, or a lay-in bong, or a loaf bong. Now, admittedly, or even don't care bong. We really could. Even blanky bong might be appropriate. But, which one did we use before? Yeah, dead inside bong definitely fits the curve. Maybe we just line the whole thing with bongs. You know? Maybe we put dead inside bong here in all her glory, and then we get like a loaf bong going. A classic loaf bong situation. Now the question is, do I put it right like this? Or do I? No, I think I should put it down so it's not blocking the screen too much. Okay. Okay, we'll put loaf bong right there. What else? What else? We could do a don't care bong. It's true, she wouldn't give a shit about this game. Actually, maybe I'll put her over there. Look at her, just not having a care in the world. She's so cute. Perhaps a glare bong would be good next to don't care bong. Look at her face. I love her so much, you guys. I love her so goddamn much. There she is. Again, in all her glory. What else? We can certainly fit one more. Oh, maybe sleep bong. She's sleeping. Having a little nappy. There we go. There we go. That's nice. Now though, whenever there's a screen that doesn't have the chat bubble, it's gonna look so fucking unhinged. But I don't care. The chat bubble will usually be there. Okay, that's better. I think that is the ideal stream conditions. Let's continue. All right. Like a lazy cat. Oh my god. What are the odds? I didn't see that before I did this. I just happened to think about Miss Bing. What are the odds? This game is so, like, on the same wavelength as me right now. God damn. Okay. Like a lazy cat, you stretched your arms above your head and yawned, blinking your eyes sleepily. The day was warm and pleasant, and you were lounging on the couch in the living room, finding it difficult to do much in that moment. Your moms and Liz had gone out shopping, looking for some new items for your sister to take back and decorate her college dorm with. They had asked, you know what, I kind of forgot that our sister is in college. She looks like she should be older to me. I thought she was like full on out there in the world, adulting, but anyway. They had asked if you wanted to go with them, but you declined. For you, today was all about relaxation. Cove had dropped by to spend some time with you, content to join in with doing nothing. The two of you had been chatting idly as you lazed around, talking about the other things you had planned for the summer. You're sitting next to him. You were stretched out across him as he sat on the couch? Oh my god, this is my first choice. We could be cuddling. That'd be cute too, but I feel like this is such a vibe though. We're gonna be stretched out across him as he sat on the couch. Ha! Ba 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 da. 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 Hi, Bad. How are you doing? What do you mean race choice? Anyway, I'm doing stretched out. It's a vibe. You had your feet propped up on one of the armrests and used Cove as a comfy cushion beneath your head. Totally settled in. A rave, duh. Oh my god. I was like, was there a car racing? Oh shit. Like, I don't remember. That wasn't there. I should have been able to gather that, but I'm too smooth brain. My bad. Always the rave option though, yes. You right. All right, you had your feet propped up on one of the armrests and used Cove as a comfy cushion beneath your head, totally settled in. Cove gently wound his fingers through your hair as he rested on his legs, equally at ease. He's playing with my hair? Bro, it's game over. That's just game over. Absolutely not. You cannot do that to me. At this hour? In front of my salad? Please chill out. The day dragged on and you found yourself yawning more and more often between conversations. You had almost dozed off completely when suddenly a buzz rang out, disturbing the silence. Your phone was on its charger in the kitchen, so it couldn't have been that. Cove pulled his own phone from his back pocket and checked the screen. His movement had jostled you, so you tried to readjust your position to get it right again. Oh. It's my mom. Cove waved his phone in the air, giving you a small smile. I'm gonna take this. I'll be right back. He carefully nudged you to move. Nar! Don't make me move! You held onto him to keep him there? Oh my god. Do all that. Is a small noise supposed to be just be like, whoa, or something? Like, what does that mean? What kind of noise? What kind? I don't know. What is the, like, emotion behind it? You know? I don't want it to be a small noise like, I don't want to be angry or anything. But like a little whine, that's fine. A bork bork? Okay. Let's do it. Let me like move the microphone back a little bit so I don't absolutely bust your eardrums. Okay. Here we go. There you go. Hope you enjoyed. That's the small noise, the bork bork. I mean, but out of all the other options, I feel like that's the best one. I am not gonna ask him if I can hear it, like if he wanted me to. If he was okay with me hearing it, he would. He would already let me. So I won't ask that. I don't want to sound like bleh. These all sound like bleh. And this one is kind of cute, but like, I want him to be able to go have his phone call with his mama, so we'll just make a small noise, and I'm gonna assume the small noise is like, Made my day, thank you. Of course, I am here to make days, you know? If my bork borks do that for you, then I am happy to bork bork. Come on, Minty, I have to take this. Okay, it was whiny, okay. He poked you again, and finally, with a groan, you relented and let him get up. He got to his feet and stretched out, answering the call and holding the phone to his ear as he headed off. Any news about the model? It's currently being like finished up. She's doing like all the like I guess you call it rendering, right? But yeah, I haven't heard from her in maybe about a week ish, I think. So it's still being worked on, but you know, I think we're getting close. We are getting close. And then I'm gonna have to prepare for the reveal. I'm very excited. But yeah, I think it should be in the next couple of weeks it should be done. And then I'm gonna get like a reveal graphic done. I don't know when exactly I'm gonna do my reveal though, because I want it to be a little bit closer to whenever the model's going to be rigged. But I'm also having Mina rig this time because I think her rigging is also really good. And since it's her own models, you know, it just feels like, why not, right? And I think she's going to start working on it pretty soon, or maybe like right away after she finishes it. So I'll have to ask her like how long she thinks the turnaround will be, and then based on that, I'll figure out when I want to do a reveal post. But yeah, I'm super, super excited. I'm so excited. The sketch is already so good. Plus, her sketches are so like well done. You know, they almost look like, if you don't look at it super closely, they almost look like finished pieces. You know? And it's amazing because then whenever she gives you the actual finished piece, it's like, holy shit. It's so good. Because she's so good with like details, and I just love the way she colors and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'm very excited. But I will keep y'all updated. All right, hey mom, what's up? I'll say, tell her I said hi, yeah. He turned to give you a nod, smiling as he walked backwards towards the door. The lock clicked? Does it just lock itself? Or did he lock it before walking out? Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. The lock clicked behind him as he exited the house, and you sank back onto the cushions, idly trying to decide what to do next. After electing to grab your own phone from its charger, you resumed your position on the couch, tapping away at the screen. Am I about to read some webtoons? Because that would be very accurate. Your mind drifted away from thoughts of Cove and his phone call with the many ways your device could distract you. It was an effective enough way to kill the time, and you had managed to do various little things when the door opened again and Cove returned. I thought it locked behind him! Am I at my house or his house? I don't even fucking know. I'm not paying enough attention. Yeah, with the same art style, we'll look sort of like siblings. Yeah! Yes, we will! Alright, a small smile pulled at the corners of his lips as he shuffled over to the back of the couch. He reached down to give one of your shoulders a soft stroke of his hand. Hey. I'm back. Boy, you've been gone for like minutes. You do not need to get that cute with it. Sheesh. Relax. I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh god, okay. Gaze at him fondly. Put a hand over his. Stretch up to hold his face? Or tilt your head and give him a small kiss? Oh my god, they're all good options. Can't I do all of them? Can't I gaze up at him fondly, put my hand over his, and then stretch my other hand up to grab his face, and then tilt my head and pull his face towards mine and give him a small kiss? You know, 4 for 1. Why isn't that an option? That seems like the natural progression of things. Oh yeah, you can't see it. Oh shit, Miss Bing! It says you tilted your head and gave him a small kiss, so... should we do it because Miss Bong chose it? Miss Bing? Miss Bing Bong? I guess we should, huh? She knows what's best for us. Alright, we will. He met you with a quick peck before pulling back quickly, a flush of pink staining his cheeks. Is everything okay?
That's...
Everything's fine, just... He turned his head suddenly, running a hand through his hair and letting out an exasperated breath. He seemed nervous, but you couldn't imagine why.
Fine.
Not anything to worry about. I feel you are not telling me all the information, Cove. You raised an eyebrow at his tone, moving your head to the side to try and meet his eye. That doesn't explain what's going on. He shrugged and gave you a tight smile, trying to play whatever it actually was off as unimportant. There's nothing going on, just stuff I can deal with later, some other time. He was transparently avoiding the truth, and you stared back at him seriously, an indication that you weren't going to ignore what he was doing. Eventually, he broke beneath your stare, hanging his head in his hands and groaning. That's right, you can't keep the truth from me, BB! Talk to me, Cove. Talk to me. I need to make another trip to my mom's place. There's some stuff out there that I'm gonna use, so I'll have to go pick it up. It wouldn't make sense to ship it, and I couldn't bring the stuff back with me last time since I flew. We're gonna go with him! Oh. Suddenly, you understood what the phone conversation had been about. Cove is going to drive to his mom's house in Nevada. When will you go? Mom thinks it would be best to do it now, while I'm still kind of free, but... Cove pouted, giving you an unhappy look, and you could see the prospect was already taking a toll on him. I don't want to. I was just there, and for even longer than usual. Why do I have to leave? Right now? When it's our last summer like this? You laughed, not knowing why he was being so difficult. You thought it was cute. He wanted to stay. You can hack it. You don't... Or I don't want you to go either, or you shook your head affectionately. I feel like either this one or this one. You know? I think I'll go with this one. You thought it was cute. He wanted to stay. It showed how much he appreciated being there and spending time with you. Looking up again, you met his bright aquamarine eyes, finding a sad smile tugging on his lips. Oh. Suddenly, his eyebrows jumped, and his eyes lit up like a lamp. You could come with me. What? You should come with me. I mean, I get that the two of us live next door to each other, and my mom lives in another state. My trips there are usually to spend time with her, just the two of us. But this time it won't be like that. All I'm gonna do is drive over, stay for a night, and then pack up the car in the morning and turn around again. Most of the time will be spent in the car, so it'd be good to have another person there. Plus, you'd have the chance to see my mom again, and her place. Maybe we could even find something cool to break at on the way. You couldn't stop yourself from laughing at his enthusiasm. He blushed a little, reining himself in.
Please?
I just feel like it could be fun. Please, could you think about it? I want to go. A road trip sounds fun. I'll have to let my moms know, but as long as we've got nothing else important on the days we pick, then there's no reason I wouldn't be able to go. He grinned from ear to ear, thrilled by the news.
I'm so glad.
Time to bring out the trail mix for the road trip. Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah! I do be loving a good bag of trail mix. I'm so glad. This is so great.
Hey, Daddy! Daddy! Oh my God!
Daddy! He really is. He really is. You understand, Darth. Also, hello. I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Or I'm sorry, they. My bad. My bad. Alright, I'll call my mom back and let her know right now. You spent some time together going over your schedules and making plans for when you could take the trip. You needed to fit it around both of your work schedules, which took a bit of doing. You needed to fit it in around both of your work schedules, which took a bit of doing. came together in the... Well, I get what it means anyway, regardless. I'm here to be yelled at. Oh. What do you want to be yelled at? Or what do you want to be yelled at about? There we go. God. Luckily, it was only a 2-day trip, so finding a... Oh my god, my eye. My eye's doing that weird burn thing again. Ignore me if my eyes look crazy. Luckily, it was only a 2-day trip, so finding a couple free days in a row wasn't impossible. It wasn't long before the dates were finally set, and all the plans were made. You're excited for the trip, you were content with the plans, you were nervous, you were feeling unsure about everything. Oh, I'm excited, bitch. Personally, I love a good road trip. I've told you guys this. I love traveling to like, I love the traveling part just as much as getting to the destination. So things like road trips are very fun for me. I'm pumped. A short trip sounded like the perfect way to spend some time. You could listen to music, eat snacks, and enjoy the open road. No matter what you thought about things, the morning when you were due to leave had arrived. You don't know, but you're gonna have to figure it out, my man. You're gonna have to figure it out. Help a girl out. Help a girl out. I can't just come up with something to yell at you about off the top of my head. Let's go, everybody pile in. It's gonna be just like our truck driving trips. It was cooler than usual, the sun barely peeking over the tops of the houses. You stood outside your house on the footpath near the road, waiting for Cove. I want to know, how far away does she live? Well, we live in California, right? Somewhere in California. And she lives in Nevada, so... I wonder how long it takes, like... from someplace like LA to... Vegas. I don't know where Vegas is in Nevada. Where is it placed? You know what I mean? Where is it? How long do you think that would take? I mean... 5 hours or something, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter, but I just... you know... You think it's placed on the map? Well, damn. I never thought of that. You're one of my favorite streamers. I think... Oh, yeah. They're two separate statements. Oh, thank you so much, Ulti. Thank you. That really means so much to hear you say that. I think it's on the southwest part. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to look it up now. Also, the Melon Rat, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're enjoying the stream. As I get wrenched off topic again, because for some reason now I desperately need to know how long it takes to go from LA to Vegas. Let's see. 5 hours and 19 minutes. I said 5 hours. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. I'm usually terrible at guessing that kind of shit. I'm so proud of myself. SoCal to Vegas isn't too bad. 4 to 5, I think. Oh, okay. It's 4 hours on average. Well, my Google Maps said that it was 5 hours and 19 minutes, so I'm taking the win. I'm taking it. All right, you yawned loudly, covering your mouth with the back of your hand. Mornings were always a struggle. Oh, it's like really early ash crack of dawn. Okay, I was like, why are we going at night? Like, especially if it's only 5 hours. Like, why would you do that? Excuse me for living here. I guess I really wouldn't know. Yeah, you wouldn't know, okay? Google is all knowing. Don't question it. Know your place. It said 5 hours and 19 minutes, and so it's 5 hours and 19 minutes, as far as I'm concerned. I guess I should say know your places. Oh, I cracked myself up. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Whew. All right. With your travel bag clutched in one hand, you watch as Cove finished packing up his car. He had organized all sorts of things. Water bottles, snacks, and who knows what else. Well, that's only 2 things, but okay. Cove insisted he had everything under control and didn't need help. At least you could rest easy knowing that it was all taken care of. As you waited, you glanced over at Cove's car. You knew it well. It used to belong to Mr. Holden, and when Cove had learned to drive it, it passed to him. His dad had taken the opportunity to get a newer one. It was pretty old at this point, but had served both of them well so far. You just hoped it had enough life left in it to survive a trip as long as the one you were embarking on. That's not even that long. So God, if it can't last that, shit. The slam of a door closing made you jump. Ah! Sorry, let me have a sippy. Damn, that kind of hurt. Okay. You snapped back to focus and saw Cove was walking towards you. He dusted his hands off on his pants and tilted his head towards the car. That's it. Ready to go? Yeah, I'm ready. He smiled and stepped aside, giving you space to situate your own bag where you wanted it. Once everything was safely inside, he glanced back at you.
All right.
We should get started. It's gonna be a ways to go. Woo! Yeah, that's how I feel. Let's get this show on the road, baby! He chuckled at your enthusiasm, shaking his head slightly. The 2 of you climbed into the car and buckled up, Cove in the driver's seat and you sitting shotgun. His eyes moved to you.
Thank you.
Thanks again for coming on this trip with me. Of course, it's no problem. After checking the mirrors and starting the engine, you pulled out of the driveway and the trip began. With a small sigh, you got cozy in your seat and watched the familiar houses in your neighborhood pass by. Cove reached over to turn on the radio. A crackle of static mixed with the old snippets of a song filled the car as he flipped through the stations. Mr. Holden's car was in good condition, but it was, well, older. There was no way to plug in a phone to play music, so the radio had to do. Eventually, he settled on classic rock station before sitting back and resting both hands on the wheel. Turn the music up, you can't hear it! Clean your ears out then! Yeah, the non-DMCA radio music. They know what's up. Is this okay? I mean, yeah. I wouldn't say rock is like my favorite genre, but it's cool, it's fine. I guess I'll just nod. I'll just nod. No! He smiled, happy with the reaction. Time flew by, and with the scenery outside your window became more and more unfamiliar. Neither of you spoke for a good long while, but the quiet was comfortable. You had become all too used to each other's company over the years. We're so cute. Eventually, Cove broke the silence, clearing his throat softly before he spoke. It's been too long since you and I have spent time with my mom. I know she still comes to the neighborhood sometimes, but it's not even once a year. I'm always going to hers. I'm happy the 2 of us are doing this. Yeah, me too. Your elbow resting on the windowsill, you gazed out at the world that was slowly coming to life as the morning rolled on by. The sun climbed higher in the sky. Luckily, the sunbeams weren't going right in your eyes. Hey, do you mind reaching back for me? Cove gave you a sidelong glance as he drove, indicating with a nod of his head and a tiny smile. I want some chips, the salt and vinegar ones. I don't like salt and vinegar chips. I don't like them. So I guess I'll say I don't know how you eat that. I want to be true to myself. Yeah. He huffed impatiently, keeping his eyes on the road. I like them and want to eat them. You shouldn't have a problem with letting me since you don't even like it. Stretching out the seatbelt to give yourself space, you twisted in your spot and reached into the bag holding the snacks. It took a bit of effort to sort through the collection of goodies stuffed inside, but eventually the bag of chips crinkled beneath your fingers as you pulled them out and sat back in your seat. Here. Thanks. Do you mind opening it? His eyes lit up at the prospects of the snacks, and you shook your head in amusement, popping the top of the bag. Want me to feed them to you? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't do this. I can't do this. Should I do it? Should I do it though? Should I do it? I mean, Miss Bing is on top of it, so one might say that she would suggest that I feed him. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Be bold. Be bold, bitch. Be bold. We're dating now. It's fine. His eyes widened, the hint of a blush creeping over his cheeks, but he steadfastly continued to face the road. Why not? Let me do it! No, that's okay. Can you just pour a few into my hand? Yeah, sure. My feelings aren't hurt or anything. I'm fine. It's fine. Whatever. Everything's fine. Thanks. Option 4, have him open his mouth and pout it, or put it in his mouth directly. Isn't that what option 3 is? What's the difference? Cove held out one outstretched hand. You did your best to have the chips fall into his palm, but some did end up on the floor. See, this is exactly why you should let me feed you. After that, you rolled up the top of the bag and stowed the chips safely in the back again. When you turned to the front, it was to find Cove crushing... Oh, okay. Oh my god! I thought it was gonna say, like, crushing the fistful of chips, like, in his hand. And then putting it in his mouth? I was like, what kind of freak would do that? Oh my god, okay. Cove crushing the fistful of chips into his mouth, crunching loudly. He wiped his hand on his pants absentmindedly before gripping the wheel and spilling crumbs all over the place. You're like a little kid, you laughed at that. How can you eat that much at once? I'm impressed. You had no reaction. I'll just laugh, I think. Just laugh. Alright, Ulti, I hope you have a good evening. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you have a good night. Take care. I know, well, you said like here in a bit, but just in advance. Just in case. You couldn't stop the amused sound that escaped you, and when Cove raised a questioning eyebrow, you simply shook your head. Ooh, one more bork bork. Okay, hold on. I really have some shit in my throat. God damn. Maybe the bork bork will get rid of it. Okay, hold on. Alright. There you go. Hope that keeps you going for the rest of the night. What? Try again. Is that the first time you've heard of bork bork? Your dog looked at you like, what? Like, since when is there another dog here? Aw, well, welcome to the Bork Bork Club, Trigun. I'm so happy you could experience your first Bork Bork totally off guard. Caught off guard. You're so welcome, Ulti. Thank you. Thank you. do it again, you're gonna have to pay for it. I'll do it for free. Sheesh, who do you think I am? The hours drifted by much the same way as that, with the two of you snacking and chatting as the day stretched on. Thank you for the hydrate. Listen, I can't be borking constantly, okay? I gotta give my throat a rest. What do you think I am? A machine? Okay, Oldie, thank you so much. I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a good night. I'll see you later. Don't make that face. Try again. Don't. Okay, alright. It was fairly calm and quiet. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. It was fairly calm. Stop it! Oh my god, I can't. It was fairly calm and quiet, traveling along the open road, and you found little in the way of interruptions. At one point, you passed a Welcome to Nevada sign, and Cove gave a tiny cheer. He was in disbelief that the two of you were seriously all the way in another state like this. Eventually, you had to stop for gas, and made a detour at a small diner to grab a proper meal that didn't consist of chips and candy. After refueling both the car and your stomachs, the drive was back on, just as the sun began dipping beneath the horizon and bathing the sky in a wash of orange light. We must be in a part of California that is like much further away. 'Cause damn. It started out as like morning when it was still dark, and now it's like the sun is setting. We've been doing this all day. Cove informed you that there wasn't too much longer left to go. You were almost there. When night eventually fell in a blanket of darkness, the drive finally came to an end. Good God. That is a long drive. Cove pulled into the parking lot of Kyra's apartment building, the glow of the car lights disappearing as he turned off the engine and let out a heavy sigh. We made it. We're here. The two of you exchanged tired smiles, having successfully and safely completed one half of the trip. You were relieved to have actually arrived and eager to get out of the car and stretch your legs. You took the stairs up to the building together. After a knock, you were abruptly met by a flash of green hair as Kyra opened the door and immediately took her son in her arms. There he is, my gigantic baby boy. She squeezed him for a moment and then pulled back so she could examine his face. Oh my god, her hair looks so pretty, like the hairstyle. Are you even taller than the last time I saw you? Cove gave you a look and rolled his eyes amusedly as she patted the tops of his shoulders proudly. You say that every time I'm here. It doesn't even make sense right now. My last visit wasn't that long ago. Kyra simply laughed before letting him go fully and ushering the two of you into her apartment. Then she turned to you, a wide grin pulling at her lips. Minty, it's so nice you came along with. And as a bonus, you've both arrived in one piece. Yeah, it's good to see you. It's been a long time. Kyra beamed at you both, and while you would have loved nothing more than to settle down and rest after the drive, you could see she wasn't going to let you go that easily. How was the trip? I admit I was just a pinch worried. We barely made it. I appreciate your concern, but it was alright. You felt the fussing was unnecessary. You let Cove answer that. I guess I'll just say I appreciate your concern, but it was alright. We made it without a scratch. Kyra clapped her hands together, the bracelets around her wrists jingling. I'm so proud! I can hardly believe how mature you both are. Where did all those smarts come from? Cove ran a hand over his hair with an awkward chuckle. Maybe I got some from my parents. His mom looked up at him deeply, her eyes glistening as she shook the sentimentality off with a wave of her hand. You have to be half asleep already, huh? I don't want to keep you up much longer. Early morning in any whoosies. How do you want to deal with the sleeping arrangements? I've only got my own room in Coves, though the living room couch isn't bad. Minty can use my bed. I'll just sleep on the floor in the room. Doesn't matter for one night. Kyra laughed out loud, startling you both. You raised an eyebrow at her outburst, giving her a quizzical look. Her name's Kyra. This is Cove. Give Minty the air mattress. Oh yeah, and let me break my back again. God, that was awful. Oh yeah, you'll just stay on the floor. You couldn't handle that much back when you were 13, with both your parents in the room. Cove blushed a dark red and gaped, completely unprepared for her to pull out that embarrassing moment from the past. Her laughter continued unabated. You're going to be driving tomorrow. Do you really want to risk another potential head injury?
Hey.
Apparently there's some 18 plus DLC for this game. Is there really? Is it like fan made? Is it like a mod? Cause I swear I looked at all the DLCs and like most of them I think are like for each stage they add extra chapters, which we've all seen like underneath the main ones. And then I think there's like a Cove marriage DLC. And then there's a DLC with that one kid that I forget his name. Was it Derek, maybe? It's available via their Patreon. Huh. Interesting. I see. Good for them. Good for them. I don't know if I'm particularly into the not safe for work like video games, but good to know, I guess. I'm sure many people have had some enjoyment out of that. I can't imagine it though because it's such a wholesome game. Like I can't even imagine it. Because I was trying to find out where this was set and I found that info instead. I bet that's not what you were expected to find. That is just like so hard for me to imagine because this game is so cute and wholesome, like, but maybe it's not like super intense. But if it's 18 plus, I feel like it's gotta be kind of spicy. Are there any screenshots? How spicy did it seem? How spicy did you gather it is? Me neither. In 18 plus, they're holding hands. I swear, because they're so like wholesome in this, so pure and wholesome in the main game. I just can't imagine it. Okay, anyway, you blush, you left it off. He's had a long day. It's cruel to tease the poor boy so late, even if it's true. She's right. That's totally what you do. You were annoyed. She knows he's sensitive. It was uncalled for. You put a hand on Cove's arm in a show of support. Well, like, I don't want to laugh at him. This seems a little intense, and so does this one. This one, I think, would... Best case scenario, make him flustered. Worst case scenario, make him upset. But is blushing really like a... appropriate response? I guess I'll just put a hand on his arm? I don't really know. He gave you a grateful smile and Kyra cooed at the two of you.
Hey.
Mom! She finally let it drop and you tried to move on. I'll take the floor. I'll sleep on the couch in the living room. Thank you for letting me have the bed. I mean, like... You're offering me the bed. I'm tempted to take the bed. You know? But he's the one driving, so what if he hurts his back or his neck and then has a hard time driving? Do I have my license? Am I a licensed woman? Maybe I'll take the floor. I'll be nice. I'll take the floor. I want to take the bed, but I'll take the floor. Plus, everybody knows that your childhood bed is like, it feels so good to go back to. So to deprive him of that option, yeah, I'll take the floor. I'll take the floor. Oh, never mind. No, I won't. I tried. Ko shook his head, dismissing the idea immediately. You're the guest. All right, I'll have the bed. Twist my arm. Thank you for offering.
So,
Would you be okay with me sleeping on the floor in the room? I'd rather be there than out in the open in the living room, even if there is the couch. Yeah, that's fine. Kyra, just leave us alone, okay? We're an item. Kyra giggled softly, drawing your attention back to her. All funny stuff aside, you need to get some sleep for tomorrow. Seems like you're setting yourselves up not to get any. I know that sounds really captious, but I'm a mom. I have to say these things. Come on, we're not little kids having a sleepover. We're responsible adults, right, Minty? Yeah, very responsible, yeah, for sure. Yeah, totally, very responsible. She gave the two of you a suspicious look, and you stood up straighter, trying to prove your point. I'll leave it at that then, for now. Just remember that the walls are thin in this apartment. Mom? Like, if you can't settle down and sleep, I might have to separate you. Kyra! We're just gonna go sleep. This bitch really just said the walls are thin. Oh my god! What are we, like 18? I mean, that's like technically adult age, but still. You really think we gonna be doing some shit with you in the facility? Ma'am, we probably haven't even like French kissed, okay? They're cute and innocent pecks. I don't know what you're expecting, Miss Ma'am. But we are pure and wholesome. We'll be good. I feel like this is the same conversation you had with Kuno before sleeping on the hair mattress. If my mom ever said that sentence to me, I think I'd cry. Same. Oh my god. Like, how are you supposed to respond to that? I mean, he said we'll behave, but like, I just, Mom? Hello? But actually, my mom wouldn't let me spend the night or like sleep in the same room as a boy in the first place. So, well, when I was that age anyway, or like younger. Yeah. So I guess I wouldn't even get the chance, but big same. Perfect. Kyra clasped her hands together, her bracelets softly tinkling against each other again. It's only getting later, so I better let you prepare for bed. She nodded towards the hallway and gave you a small smile. I'll play hostess for a second and show you where the bathroom is first, Minty, and where you'll be staying the night. Thank you. You hoisted your travel bag back over your shoulder and followed behind Kyra and down the hallway. Cove shuffled along behind you, disappearing into the bedroom while his mom had you go to the restroom. The apartment was small, but nicely decorated in soft, cool colors, with plenty of artwork hanging on the walls to give it character. It was stylish and exactly what you would have expected from someone like Kyra. After being shown the bathroom and wishing Kyra a good night, you headed into the room and found Cove already there. Damn, he got a big bed. We could sleep next to each other. Just saying. We're just gonna sleep. We're just gonna sleep, but why only have one person sleep on a bed that can fit two? Why make one of them sleep on the floor when you can fit two? I'm just saying. He had changed into a sleepwear for the night as well. Looking around, you found the bedroom to look much the same as the rest of the apartment, but with small ocean elements you were sure Cove must have enjoyed when he stayed there. Because you move in your sleep. Okay, that's true. That's true. I do kind of like kick people off the bed a little bit. I like stretch out and sleep. I can't help it, you know? I got long limbs. I got long limbs. They get cramped. They get cramped. I have to stretch. And if I end up slowly nudging someone off the bed, well, they should have nudged me back. You know? It's not my fault. I'm asleep. I can't control it. Ruby would always complain about sharing like a bed with me if I like went to her house and stuff, because she was like I always start in like the, like, you know, the middle of the bed, and by the end, like, she's like, I'm barely like hanging on the edge. And I was like, just push me back. Like, I can't, you know, just shove me. It's fine. But she never would. She never would. Darth, you just get me. You just get me. The first night I spent with my ex, I apparently kicked her out of her own bed. But like, so you gotta stretch. You gotta stretch. Didn't you say you're tall too? You get it. You get it. You gotta stretch those long limbs. It happens without you noticing. It is what it is, you know? I do that, and I am a... Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not a blanket hog, but my hands are always cold, okay? Always, they're like always ice cold. So whenever I sleep, I usually, unless it's like really hot, I usually sleep with like the cover like all the way up to my mouth, you know? Like I really get snuggled up in there. And I like to take like the end of the blanket and like grab it and like fist it or whatever, and then like kind of curl it inward. Like I do a little like a wrist twist, if you will, a little flick of the wrist. And so when I fall asleep, if I start to like move and pull the blanket part, if you try to pull it back, it's like impossible because I have like an iron grip on it. And my ex used to like fucking hate me for it. He's like, he would literally sometimes like leave the bed and go sleep on the couch with another blanket because he would get cold and he wouldn't be able to get it out of my like hands. But my hands are cold, so I have to, whenever you do that, it's great because it's so cozy and warm, and it keeps my hands warm all night. So, you know, it is what it is. I am what I am. I don't know if it's negative degrees outside. The fan never turns off when it's sleepy nighttime. Okay, like in the summer, I definitely have a fan on, but I still always sleep with like a thin blanket. Like I can't sleep without a blanket on. The blanket makes me feel secure from the monsters, you know, that are lurking in the shadows or under my bed. I can't explain it. I just have to have a blankie of some varying thickness. And I always do that thing where you like you like lift your legs up and then get the blanket like under your feet and then like tuck it so then the monsters can't like grab your feeties. Which is a real tall bitch problem because my legs are so long that they damn near hang off the bed. So I gotta get them full protection. full protection from the monsters, you know? But yeah, I always sleep with some kind of blanket. No, it's not. I am not a blanket hog. I'm not. It's just unfortunate because I grip it with like a death grip. It's not. I start out with a night with a totally appropriate amount of cover on my side, okay? A totally appropriate amount of blanket. But as the night progresses and I curl into myself and I have my iron grip on the blankies, naturally, they just start to kind of be more on me than anybody else. Minty's a solid 5'5" over here saying tall. Bitch, I'm 5'11". And I think you know this. I'm a tall bitch. No shame in being a blanket hog. I don't know, I was just made to feel like, you know, I was made to feel like I can't, you know. First I kick people and now I hog the blanket. Who would want to sleep with me? You don't? Oh, well, yeah, I'm 5'11". I'm really tall. But when you try to get the blanket back, you're death gripping and then that's hogging. But it's not on purpose. By that time I'm asleep, so I'm not doing it on purpose. Are you still a blanket hog if you're doing it on accident? I wear socks even when it starts to warm up because my feet do be staying cold. I feel that. I will only take my socks off if I'm like really hot. But usually I like to wear socks because my feet are also usually cold. But usually my hands are more cold than my feet, I guess. Like they're both cold, but my hands are just always like ice cold. Sleep with socks on? Yeah, my feet get cold. What am I supposed to do? Anyway, oh God, okay. Y'all serial killers? And what of it? Say something. I'm a kicker, a blanket hog, and a serial killer. Try me, bitch. Mess with me. Oh God. All in all, the room was pretty clean, though it almost looked more like a hotel guest room than a bedroom. Cove only spent a few weeks over. Oh my God. Please. Cove only spent a few weeks out of the year there, so it made sense that it wasn't especially lived in.
So?
Whoa. I guess I probably picked that shirt out, but I totally forgot about it. It's very cool. Well, what do you think? It's pretty nice, huh? Mom always keeps it clean and everything, even when I'm not here. It's a great room. Cool, I'm glad you like it. He seemed pleased enough with the response and gave you a small smile before opening the zip on his bag. Some sort of mass murder happens and it turns out it was Mint, her reason they tried to take my blankets. Listen, I take it very seriously. I'm a cold bitch. Don't steal my blankets. Ba 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 da. Ba 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 da. Ba 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 da. A bork? And the cheek pads, ooh. Ooh, I got you. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah. That's the ticket. Anyway, I will not take any Minty slander for my sleeping habits. Okay? I am what I am. One day I'll find someone who doesn't mind my clammy hands and my kicking and blanket hogging ways. One day. I know they're out there. Alright, let's do this bork. Okay. I had a lot of borks today. Okay. There you go. Hope you enjoyed. We really have. That's like the third Bork Bork. We are borking today. All right. When you went back to the room, you jumped in bed and under the covers, just as Cove was shuffling into his sleeping bag on the floor. I mean, that man's really breaking his back for me. We have this whole bed, but whatever. You waited until he was settled in before you flipped off the lights, and a soft glow from outside peeked through the blinds, casting shadows over the floor. Do you have a night light? I need light when I sleep. I can't sleep in pitch black. One of my great fears is like total darkness. I can't do it. I can't do it. I start panicking. So I also hate it whenever I used to stay at Rumi's like home, like her family home, because her room, like she didn't have any like nightlight or like TV or anything. Or wait, no, she did have a little TV actually. But she likes to sleep in like total pitch black, and I can't do it. Like it just freaks me out. So I'd always have a really hard time falling asleep. Because every noise I'd hear, I'm like, what's that? So he better have a night. It's okay. There's light streaming through the blinds, so we'll be okay. You closed your eyes, blocking everything out. Night, Minty. Night, Cove. Sleep well. The room grew quiet as the two of you wound down for the night, and you found yourself listening to the sounds of the city outside the window. The noise out there was so different to what you were used to back home. Cars zooming past and people out having fun, instead of crashing waves in the ocean winds, cocooning your house in their embrace. Cove shifted around in his sleeping bag, making the fabric crinkle loudly. I think I know where this is going. I've outgrown this thing. Should have checked it earlier, but the trip was kind of short notice. Oh no. Can't get any blankets pushed off the bed and need light at night. Man, Minty, you shut your fucking whore mouth, okay? Okay? I have trouble sleeping. Are you really sure you don't want the bed? Why don't we share? You dropped the topic. Ooh. Should we ask him if he's sure he doesn't want the bed, or should we ask him, why don't we share? Is why don't we share too bold? Surely he's not gonna share the bed with us if he won't let me feed him chips. If he won't let me feed him chips, he's gonna say no, right? He's gonna say no. Be risky? I mean, we gotta shoot our shot, I guess. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save in case I don't like what happens. But like, it's literally a bed big enough for two people. Why should one of us be sleeping on the hardwood floor? Well, we could both fit. We're gonna be bold. Let's do it. It's big enough. Cove inhaled deeply, the fabric of his sleeping bag crinkling loudly as he fidgeted beneath. I told my mom I was gonna stay on the floor. You frowned, wondering when that had ever stopped him before. Oh, damn. You a bad boy now. Did you really plan on going through with that? No. He hesitated a little, the silence stretching between you. You couldn't help but smile to yourself. You knew him well. The sleeping bag rustled again, and through the dim light, you saw him stand and head towards the bed. You did. Thank you, Trigun. You leading me in the right direction. Thank you. He took in a deep breath as he ran his hands across the top of the blanket, gathering his nerves as his eyes met yours. I can't do this. I can't do it. I can't do it. I want to take it back. I'm a whore like him. Let's go, King! And then he paused, head tilted to the side, as if silently asking permission. It's all right. Ah! You shuffled over to make room for him as he pulled the bedding up and crawled beneath the covers, leaving the two of you close together, but not quite touching. I can't do this. He exhaled a heavy breath as he lay down on his side, his head getting comfy on the pillow next to yours. You had a strange feeling in your stomach, like it was doing little somersaults, but it felt good to have him close. Stop! I can't do this. I can't do this right now. I can't do this. He raised his fingers and delicately brushed the tips over your cheeks, drawing a shaky sigh from your lips. Excuse me? Excuse me? Is this stream marked as adult mature content? Hello? Sir? I said you could I said you could sleep in the bed. I didn't say start stroking my face. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It do be getting a little spicy. We have been wholesome until this moment. Until this very moment. I'm as surprised as you are. Oh my god, I can't do this. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, I can't. His touch was warm and feather light, making you feel tingly all over. Stop! Y'all gotta stop! You gotta stop it! Stop! I can't do this. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel, Tarth. This is getting out of hand. We need to rein it in. When his eyes met yours again, you found yourself lost in them, the world becoming still and silent around you. Maybe we'll just gaze at each other. Oh, why does he look scared? Maybe we'll just gaze at each other and that'll be it. You know, maybe. Then he froze, his muscles tensing as he closed up like a clam and his breath hitched in his throat. What happened? He attempted to whisper something, but it was completely lost on you. Did Mom come in? That having to suffice as a warning, Cove jumped out of the bed and crouched down on the floor. Oh, is Mom coming? Mom's coming! She can feel it. She can sense it. His head held in his hands as he took in oh wait, never mind. No, I don't think that's what's happening. Is he having a panic attack? Oh my god. Cove, it's okay. Wait. Are you okay? His head held in his hands as he took in a few deep, stuttering breaths. You bolted upright in the bed, staring down at him with a mixture of alarm and bemusement. Are you okay?
I'm always like this.
What? Like what? I thought it'd feel like it did before when we were younger, but it's different now. I'm sorry, Minty. Really sorry. Oh, I see what's happening. I see. It's okay. Oh my god. My man got worked up. My man, he's excited. Excitement, I guess. He panted deeply, in and out. Please, God, I can't do this. You really had to say that? Of all things. Like, he's panting. I know the flow of his breath. Can you just not? As though he had just finished running an entire marathon. After finally steadying his breath to a normal rhythm, he crawled back into his sleeping bag and huddled down on the floor, his back turned to you. Sorry. You understood, you were disappointed, you were amused, you were not pleased. It was kind of flattering. You felt embarrassed. Well, he seems like he's kind of freaking out, so I'm not amused. I'm not pleased, though. Like, that, it's not that deep. Kind of flattering, I guess, but that wouldn't be my first response. Embarrassed? Maybe a little. Disappointed? No. So I think we either have to say we understood or we felt embarrassed. We understand. He usually needed at least one trial run before he could take that kind of step forward. Excuse me? Is this just referring to sleeping in the same bed? Or what? You don't need to apologize. Thank you for trying. I'm not surprised that this happened again. You didn't say anything about it. Oh, you don't need to apologize? He made a small noise, acknowledging that he had heard you, but said no more. With the event over, you laid back down in bed alone for this night. Damn. It's okay. It'd be like that sometimes. The next day dawned, bringing with it the sounds of birds chirping happily outside the window. You opened your eyes slowly, letting them adjust to the light as you tried to recall where you were, and remembering the unfamiliar sight of Cove's second bedroom. Oh, Cove had definitely nudged me awake. My bitch ass can sleep forever. I most certainly did not wake up on my own. Rise and shine, Minty! Cove shook your shoulder, and you groaned dramatically and buried your head beneath your pillow. 5 more minutes.
No way.
We've got to get started. Sitting up in bed, you let out a yawn and stretched your arms above your head. You still felt pretty groggy, you felt okay, you were quite refreshed. Ah! Care bong, glare bong, slet bong, loaf bong, and dead inside bong. Classics. Doesn't she look so happy? Well, maybe not happy. Well, this one she looks happy. And this one. These 3 not so much. Not so much. Dead inside bong is my spirit animal. You know what? Same. I really relate to her. She's not in here. But how are you today, Ixides? You just missed, like, all the excitement. Shit just went down, kind of. Shit just went down. Especially as I sit here working on a presentation. Ooh! What kind of presentation? I wish you luck on your presentation. I hate giving presentations. But you got this. You're gonna do great. You're used to sleeping in longer than this, and the late night hadn't helped. Morning. The 2 of you were on completely different wavelengths right now. You pulled yourself out of bed, grabbing a fresh change of clothes and your toiletries, before heading to the bathroom. After all that, you met Cove back in his room. He was sitting on the floor when you entered, sorting through a bunch of stuff in a box, determining what to bring and what to leave behind. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, can you pull out the stuff in those drawers? You nodded, though he hadn't even looked up from his task, so you knew he wouldn't have seen. Heading over to his drawers, you started the task of taking out various items and setting them on the ground in front of Cove. Case presentation in front of a bunch of world experts in my field. Never my favorite. Good God, that sounds awful, but you're gonna do great! You got this! You're gonna do awesome. I genuinely mean that. And I hope it's not god-awful as an experience. You're gonna do great, but you're gonna do great. You're gonna do great. Hopefully it doesn't give you debilitating anxiety like it would me. You know? But I believe in you. And also, I know, isn't it a cool shirt? I figure I probably chose that one, but I don't remember it. Hi, Crusher. It's going pretty good. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for stopping by. All right, after a while, it became clear to you that Cove was acting strange. Whenever... Oh, now he's gonna be weird. Now he's gonna be weird. Cove! It's okay. It wasn't a big deal. Don't be weird. Well, this is like the 20th time of doing something similar, so it should be less debilitating this time around. Hey, yo, let's go. I love that for you. Well, I don't love that you've had to do it 20 times already, but I love that it will be less debilitating. Was it rated R stuff? No, but like, it could have been. We were potentially on our way. We were potentially on our way. We were gonna share a bed. And he got in there, and then he like stroked my cheek and really looked in my eyes. And then he started freaking out and was like, I gotta go, I can't do this. And then he just slept on the floor. And now he's being weird? Oh, Cove. It's okay, he'll get through it. He just needs his time. It'll be okay. Could have been, but didn't because of Twitch rules or because you weren't bold. No, it's just, that's just the way it went. I was bold. I told him he could share the bed with me because his sleeping bag was too small. And then it just went like that. But it's okay. It's okay. You know? He was just getting a little excited. It's fine. It was probably all the cats, yeah. Yeah, I guess that might deter some people, especially when they're Miss Bing. He was flinching over your presence. It happened a few more times before you couldn't take the awkwardness any longer. You dropped the stuff you were holding down in front of him and raised a questioning eyebrow. Is everything okay?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry about last night. Again. He quietly squeaked the second part of his thought. About not staying in the bed with you. I know you try not to mind or be mad at me, but I wish I didn't have to make you accept me backtracking all the time. I mean, it's really not. I really just told you could sleep in the bed so you could sleep in the bed. I wasn't expecting nothing, my man. I wasn't expecting nothing. You're all good. Backtrack as you please. Just don't hurt my feelings. Just don't hurt my feelings and we'll be fine. He swallowed thickly, struggling to find the right words to explain himself. No, it does not have to necessarily equal cuddling, okay? It doesn't have to. We could have turned our backs to each other and just slept. But I think even that was too much for him. And that's okay. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Ixides. I do think it felt nice, really. Really. It's just also not bad, but good in an inconvenient way. Cove, listen, buddy. Listen to my words. I know what's up, okay? I know. So, it's fine. Like, you're getting real convoluted with a simple thing. You know, it's okay. He do be loving me though. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? It's me after all. Need some goblin for this awkward conversation. Oh, that sounds perfect. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay.
Need a sippy of water and
Let's get it going. I might struggle a little bit though. My voice is kind of fucked up.
I mean,
Laying together like that, being so close, it gets. I know this boy did not just say it gets too hot. Too hot, you know? A boy bye. Just say you were feeling some type of way and go. I already know, buddy. I get it. You had the warm tinglies. You know, it's fine. Like, you don't have to be weird about it. It's all good. His cheeks flushed with color, and he immediately trailed off, his eyes firmly fixed on the door. Let's see, I get it. You'll stay the whole night next time, right? I did that. That is so unnecessary. I had to let him take his time. It was intense for you. Sorry to bother you. It's annoying, but it's what? That's not annoying. That's so mean. That's so mean. You nodded in acceptance. I think, let's do. Or no. Should I just nod? Should I just nod? I feel like if I say sorry to bother you, it's gonna make him feel guilty. And he doesn't need to feel guilty. You know, same with the one above it. I don't want him to feel guilty. Actually, I feel like all of them will make him feel guilty except for nodding in acceptance. Therefore, I am going to nod in an accepting manner. He let out a fractured chuckle. What is that, like a... What is that? A chuckle is like... So then he's like... Is that what it was? That's how I imagine it. Yeah. Well, I hope so too, Ixides. I hope so too. Thanks, Minty. If you're alright, then let's get back to packing. I don't want to actually bring you down by not shutting up about it. With it more or less resolved, you went to grab some more items as Cole focused on the box in front of him once again. Oh, hey, look at this. When you turned towards the sound of Cole's voice, you found him digging through one of the drawers beneath the bed.
neat.
Here's something I definitely need to bring. Neat. Craning your head, you got a better glimpse of what he was holding. What's it gonna be? A few faded shells. An old, yellowing book. When he opened it up, there were a few dried pressed flowers between the pages. Oh, that's nice. That sounds nice. It do be hitting different, don't it, Ixides? Those had been gifts you'd given him for his mom's place. Something for him to remember you by and to make his time here less lonely. Goddamn. I'm a romantic motherfucker. He kept them this whole time. Let's see. It's adorable that you care so much for them. I don't want to do the first two. you started to feel emotional. Or, of course, you should take them. It's like, is his mom about to move out or something? Is that why he's getting his stuff? It's my ASMR voice. Yeah. I bet it scratches your brain just right. What with how gravelly it is. You want an ada? Well, you're gonna have to pay up, buddy boy. You're gonna have to pay up. I don't do ada-adas for free, you know. Okay. Alright, I'll do it then. Okay. Ada-ada. I feel relatively satisfied with that. Ada-ada. Ada-ada. There you go.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm satisfied. I feel good about that. Thank you. Yeah. I'll be here all week. All right, a sip of water for my poor throat. Ah! Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Shit. God. Fuck. That seriously made me jump so bad. Yay. Okay, what the fuck was said? So he wants to bring up, I assume, is his mom moving? And that's why he's getting his stuff in the first place? Was that said and I just didn't retain that information? I'm guessing that's the situation. So... I mean, it do make me feel kind of emotional. Yeah. I'm getting a little misty, if you will. Cove looked up at you when you sniffled quietly, seeming concerned. You wiped away the tears that were building in your eyes, feeling a little silly. Sorry. He smiled at you, his face softening. Why would you apologize? It's all right. It's wonderful. Thank you.
It's nice.
These are special. It was important having a piece of you with me when we were apart. Fuck, man. I feel the same way. That's why I gave them to you. Cove smiled, pleased that the feeling was mutual, but then the expression became more amused. And did you keep the souvenirs I brought back? Of course! His grin grew to completion. Thanks. Thanks! Another hour passed by in silence, and you were happy to see you were making great progress with Cove's room, with only the closet left to sort through. I guess he must be getting, like, all his stuff. I guess his mom must be moving. That's the only thing that makes sense. You took a minute to take a mouthful of water from your bottle and perched on the edge of the bed, feeling productive. Cove glanced over at you and paused, putting down the tape gun he had been using to seal up his boxes. He raised an eyebrow. You know, it's really strange to see you sitting in this room. Why? He frowned a little, his eyes distant and his voice quiet when he spoke next.
That's...
During the visits to Mom's, when I was sitting alone in this room, I'd sometimes think about how you weren't here. It was a weird feeling at the time, that you just weren't around. And now that you are here, in this exact place, I don't know how to explain the feeling. He shrugged it off and smiled a little, as though he'd said enough already and didn't want to risk sounding silly. Life is pretty confusing is all. Aww. Oh, I missed him so much. Don't be sad. Don't be sad about it. It's okay. I just missed you. I just missed you, that's all. His brows crinkled as he looked at you solemnly, his eyes bright with emotion. I missed you too. All the time. It made you feel better to know that somehow. To know that when you were stuck at home missing his company, that he was missing yours too. He looked away satisfied, heading over to the closet, and the last of the items to be sorted. Before long, every box, closet, and drawer had been thoroughly combed through, with the items either neatly packed up in boxes or organized and returned to their proper place. With a sigh of relief, you glanced around the bedroom and the work you had done together.
All right.
We're done. Good job to us. I'm gonna change out of my PJs for the drive. Yeah. When the two of you headed out into the living room, ready to get everything finalized and hit the road, you found Kyra in the kitchen, pouring a cup of tea. Cove headed towards her, leaning casually against the counter that divided the two spaces. Hey, you didn't have to get up so early.
Come on.
Are you crazy? Of course I have to see you off before you go. You can't sneak away while I'm out cold. She beamed at him, and in all honesty, seemed more than happy to be up and getting ready for the day. Do you want some breakfast? I've got some muesli? I think that's how you say that, right? Or eggs and toast. Oh, and some of that fruity cereal you used to love. Is it Fruity Pebbles? That's okay. We should really eat on the road. Kyra smiled sadly, a little disappointed, but she seemed to understand that your time was running thin. I thought you might say that. In that case, I've packed you some snacks for the road.
What do you think?
Even if you don't end up eating them, take it anyway, just in case. You can always feed them to Cliff when you get home. And tell him I said hi. Cove laughed and shook his head, knowing his dad would love nothing more than to polish off whatever food Kyra had prepared for you.
Thank you.
Just actual fruit in a bowl of milk. Delicious. Can you imagine? Thanks, Mom. You really didn't have to. I guess just thank you for the snacks? I'm sure they'll come in handy with this guy around. Cove scoffed and playfully rolled his eyes, earning a giggle from Kyra. I don't doubt it. Like father, like son. She returned your smile with one of her own before putting her cup of tea aside. Well, I'll help you get the car packed.
Sure.
Thanks. The three of you got a move on, taking the boxes from Cove's bedroom and heading down to fill the back seat of the car, until there was barely an inch of space left in the back end trunk. With all of you helping, it only took a couple of trips to move everything, and you were done before you knew it. Then, it was truly time to say goodbye. You convened back inside the apartment, where Kyra looked over the two of you with a quiet smile. But also, if she's moving out of her apartment, then why isn't she packing up her stuff yet? Maybe she's just having him clear out his room early, I guess. It was great to see you both. Thank you for coming. She gave each of you a hug, and you felt a little sad that you hadn't been able to spend more time with her. It was good to see you too, Mom. Cove embraced her in return, the two of them holding on to each other. It's longer. I'll miss you, but I'll visit again soon.
Of course.
You better. Okay, like, no, maybe she's not moving. I'm just confused why we're getting all this stuff, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Hey, we should make plans for you to visit us too. I'll let you know when it's settled. I'd love that. Kyra bundled all the stuff she prepared into a bag and handed them over to you. You took a quick peek at what she had packed. There was fruit, nuts, seeds, hard-boiled eggs. Oh, I love a hard-boiled egg. I mean, they all sound good, but I love a hard-boiled egg. And some veggie sticks.
Cool.
Oh, good to see we've got some fresh food options now. The snacks I brought weren't. Kyra shook her head at him and let out a soft laugh, as though... Did I say laughed? Laugh. As though she wouldn't have expected anything else. Hold on just a second, y'all. Alright, sorry about that. Alright. I seriously hope you're feeding yourself better than that at home. Yeah, of course, just not on trips. I can live with that then. She looked over him fondly, her eyes at last focusing on his face and filling with emotion. I'm going to miss you, baby.
Me too.
Aww. Yeah, we'll all be together again before you know it. I hope so. Kara put an arm around you both, pulling you in tight to her sides for one final squeeze.
Bye.
Have a safe trip. We will. With the last goodbye, you exited the apartment, though Cove hesitated for a moment in the door, his expression distant. You weren't sure what he was doing, though you tentatively took a step towards him. Everything okay? Your voice seemed to bring him back to earth, and he shook his head to clear his thoughts, his green hair swaying from side to side.
Come on.
Yeah, let's go. With that, the two of you headed back down to the car, ready to make the long trip home. Soon enough, you were on the wide open road with a car full of Cove's things, and only one destination. Sunset Bird, California. The drive went as smoothly as could be expected, with the morning slowly creeping into midday as the miles flew by. The day flew by in a whir of open road and sunshine, and before you knew it, it was early afternoon. By that point, you had already crossed the state line. Cove announced that he planned a little stop on the way home. He was quite pleased with himself as you arrived at the precipice, the Redwood National Park. Shaded beneath a canopy of enormous redwood trees, you drove along. When Cove parked the car, you pushed the door to get out, and the first thing you did was look up. Enormous redwood trees surrounded you on all sides, their massive trunks shooting straight up into a canopy of foliage overhead. There were too many of them to count, stretching on and on as far as you could see. You squinted against the sunlight that was peeking through the leaves and dancing on the paths around you. It's great, right? He smiled at you from over the roof of the car before glancing around the place fondly. Remember the trip our families took here that one summer? It was cool going on a journey and seeing the forest in person, even if we didn't stay very long.
So...
And I guess we can stay for even less time, or less this time. But oh well. It just seemed like a good time to stop by. Who knows when we'll get another chance? His voice got a little softer at the end. It seemed to be bittersweet for him, being in a place he was so fond of, but not having the time to appreciate it fully. Oh, I'm pleased. It was a beautiful place to stretch your legs and take in some fresh air. Thanks for bringing me here. There'll be more chances in the future, I promise. Do I want to do the first one or the second one? Thanks for bringing me here, or there will be more chances in the future, I promise. I think I'll thank him. Because I feel like this kind of goes without saying, you know? But you gotta thank people. Cove smiled, shoving his hands in his pockets and dipping his head. No problem. The two of you walked around for a while, completely dwarfed by the sheer scale of the redwoods. Just a second, sorry guys. Okay, sorry, I keep getting messages on my phone. Okay, it kind of put your view of yourself and everything in a strange perspective. You took in a lungful of clean forest air, listening to the sounds of birdsong and the cool breeze rustling through the underbrush, taking advantage of the space to move around freely. However you felt about being there, it was a totally different scene than sitting in that old car for hours and hours. Well, now I feel like I shouldn't be pushy. Maybe I should let him nudge my hand. That sounds cute, too. He didn't pull away, and he intertwined his fingers through yours, smiling at you as he relaxed into your touch. Being here again, you couldn't help but reminisce on what else had happened during the trip you had taken here all that time ago. There were a lot of things that had reminded you of it recently. You looked over at Cove, who seemed to be lost in the peace of the place, and you wondered if any of it crossed his mind. Smiling at the sight, you thought back on what had been a highlight of that long-gone vacation. You know, we almost kissed on that RV trip. Elizabeth teased us mercilessly on that trip, remember? Our families were so close. Remember how a bird stole your dad's lunch? And I haven't forgotten the classic anklet chat. Oh, you know, we almost kissed on that RV trip. Do you remember that? Cove snorted and covered his mouth with a hand, but you could still see the flush of pink on the tip of his nose. Yeah, I remember. I almost gave myself a concussion. It's still probably in the top 10 most humiliating things I've ever done. You chuckled at the memory and how your parents had caught the two of you in the loft together after that. I'm sorry about that, by the way.
Don't worry about it.
It was kind of funny. You continued chatting about the trip a little while longer, about the things you had seen and done, and even eaten. A lot of the memories Cove had of the trip were similar to your own, but you were also surprised to hear of a few other things from his point of view. So much had happened that there was no shortage of things to talk about. The place certainly had a nostalgic quality about it. Hey, Minty. You looked over at the sound of Cove saying your name to find him smiling at you, seeming relaxed amongst the nature of the park. Sir? You can't just hit me with that out of nowhere. You have gorgeous eyes? What the fuck? The words left his lips and you froze, completely taken aback by the compliment. He blushed and quickly dipped his head, unable to look at you. That's another thing that happened during the trip. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna die. I can't do it. I'm gonna die. I mean, truly, you can't just say things like that with no warning. I'm not gonna say that, but it's true, though. I found it difficult to hide my blush. Dropping your head, you hoped that Cove hadn't noticed, but by the silly grin that was tilting his lips, you knew he had. Your spirits were light as you ambled past information boards and picnic areas. But before long, you decided it was time to bring this short stop to an end and head back to the car to get on the road again. Cove sighed when you finally reached the vehicle, jangling the keys in his hand before unlocking the doors.
Well,
I wish we didn't have to go, but we're going to be responsible and not stay longer than we should. How grown-up of you. He smiled slightly, and with that, the two of you jumped into the car, buckled in, and he put it in drive. You were getting closer and closer to town as the sun started setting, though we're still far enough away that the radio stations were unfamiliar to you. What you oofing about? Cove twisted the dial this way and that before stumbling onto a channel with a song he seemed to like. That was a rare gift from the Fates in a sea of static, strange radio jockeys and grating tunes. His face immediately brightened at the sound of it, and he drummed his fingers along the bottom of the steering wheel happily. Sitting back in his seat, he bobbed his head along in time to the tune. Oh, I sang along, baby! Cove raised a pleased eyebrow at your vocalization. Emboldened by you, Cove decided to do a little lip syncing. Every now and then a part would be stumbled over, and by the end you were both laughing too much to continue. The song ended, and Cove reached over to start cycling through the radio stations again. Upon finding nothing tolerable, he flipped the dial off in defeat and leaned back in his seat with a sigh. You rested your head on your hand and stared out the window as the sky darkened, watching the landscape slowly melt into more familiar views. The miles went on, and any energy you had earlier was beginning to drain away. You imagined home and your family. You'd be there together soon. You know, I spent all these years living in Sunset Bird and taking a few weeks each summer visiting my mom in that second room. That's not gonna happen anymore. Not really.
I mean,
I can still see my parents. Sorry, I thought I heard Miss Bing messing with something. I can still see my parents, but the way it all works between us has changed. Forever. He paused, the silence stretching. A serious look settled on his face, his thoughts far away. I'm excited to be on the brink of real adulthood. I'm worried about how things will be in the future. I feel the same about my parents too. You should lighten up. You said nothing. I guess I feel the same way. I know they'll always be there for me, but we don't really have the same relationship we used to. Cove's mouth pulled into a tight line, and he gave a small nod. You got the feeling that he understood how you felt. Cove stared straight ahead, down the long, long road. The path looked like it'd never end from where you were, but that wasn't true. Eventually, he found a few more words to say.
so glad.
I think it's good we were able to do this trip without any parents or chaperones. It was just us. We did it all. I don't know, I feel a little more independent now. A little more ready for what's ahead. Right, I guess. It's like a real first step to be on our own all the time. It'll be here before we know it. The topic seemed to wear on Cove, and he made an attempt to find something else to speak on. So I'm kind of sad about getting back. I'm gonna miss having you right there tonight. Sir! His eyebrows dipped and he laughed at himself in embarrassment. That sounded way more forward than I meant it to. It's just nice when you're nearby. You let out a little chuckle yourself and the atmosphere became more relaxed, the two of you falling into a comfortable silence. The sky outside grew ever darker as the hours passed by, the stars blinking on like tiny fireflies painted onto a canvas of blue. The scenery continued transitioning between open roads, industrial areas, and beach towns, becoming increasingly recognizable as time went on. You felt somewhat disconnected from the world around you as you watched it through your window, your tired mind growing hazy. It was a strange, reflective feeling, but peaceful nonetheless. Soon enough, the world would return to you, and you'd find your feet firmly on the ground. It couldn't be helped. The adventure would end, life would continue, but your memories would linger on. God. Really had to mess up the last line. Alright, first things first, let's save. And I think I'm probably just gonna wrap up here, you guys, since I have some stuff I need to get done after stream. But, and it's a good place to stop. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. That was, like, not quite what I expected, you know? I mean, he had me gasping a little bit. I was a little, stunned, if you will, but I mean, I'm not mad at it. I think it's hilarious that that happened after Darth mentioned that there is apparently a 18+ DLC. I find that freaking hilarious. It's good to see you too, Ixies. Good luck on your presentation. You got this. Gambare. And thank you for hanging out, Trigun. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. As always, we will be back tomorrow with some Sandrock. I can't wait. I think, I can't remember. I don't think it's out yet, but I think their new update is coming very soon. So even though we're not like all the way caught up on the content anyway, that is happening and I'm very excited for it. So yeah, I think that's coming pretty soon, but I can't remember when exactly. You posted the link in the Discord. I just need to see it. I just need to see, because is there a description? I I just can't imagine. But anyway, it's fine. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll see y'all tomorrow with some Sandrock. But until then, I hope y'all have a good night. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. And as always, make sure to hydrate, make sure to eat, and make sure to do something that will make you smile before bed, all right? Maybe it's reading semantic error on Manta. Like me. That is going to be my smile before bed activity today. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love y'all too. Hope you guys have a good night. I'll see ya tomorrow. Bye bye. I wish Miss Bing was here so she could say bye. But she's not, so I'll just like mimic it for you. Meow. Okay, bye. Actually, it probably would have been a little more like scratchy. Like that. Anyway, she says bye, and so do I. So bye.